it's Oa and welcome back to my channel for another bullet journal video. And today is my December plan with me video where I set up my bullet journal for the month of December. And I'm sorry if my voice is a little weird today. I have a cold and I waited as long as I could to record this voiceover, but I need to get it done. So today is my setup for December and my theme is oranges and cinnamon. I actually got this theme idea from someone on TikTok because I posted that I didn't have any idea of what to do. So I'm gonna put the name of the person on the screen. So that's the person who gave me this idea. It's not mine, but I actually did find any inspiration on that theme. So I had to be really creative and think out of the box for this specific setup. But I am in love with it, and the color scheme is basically just orange and brown, which is super like a holiday, and it's super, I loved it. And basically all of my supplies will be in the description box down below as always. And if you want to see the close-ups of the spreads, they will be at the time on the screen right now, or just at the end of the video. So let's jump right into this setup, and what you're watching now is my cover page, which I kept really simple. I didn't really know what I was doing. I started by just writing the name of the month, which is just December, in calligraphic lettering. I added a tiny calendar at the bottom, which is something that I've been doing a lot because it just helps me to just visualize the month. I usually do the cover page first, so when I actually sketch everything, I can just go back to the cover page and see if I'm doing the calendar spread, for example, where I'm at the month and everything. So it's really helpful for me. And then I drew oranges slices and some cinnamon, just bars. And after that I used watercolor to paint them. And I'm not kidding, it probably took me like 20 minutes to find the right shade of orange. I first wanted to use my Tombow markers, but I couldn't find the color that I wanted. It was too much orange, like too much like into the red, or not enough, and I was getting frustrated, so I just decided to make my own color with watercolor, and it turned out super well, and I was able to do like shading and stuff, and I loved it. And then I used my Tombow markers, the jewel brush ones, to do the cinnamon, so it would look like I had the right shade. So I was really happy about that, and it turned out so cute. The only thing, if you are working with watercolor, don't rush or don't use too much water, because I did use too much water and I ended up having so much trouble with it drying, and it was kind of a mess. Also, don't mind my Halloween nails that I still had when I filmed this video. I know like it's November when you're seeing this, but I filmed it before and it was still October and I did my Halloween nails. Anywho, so we are now on the calendar spread, which is always the second spread that I do, which I just use to put all of my important events or medical events mostly. For the most part, it's just like appointments, because I am chronically ill and I have a lot of doctor's appointments all the time. And I did my standard box layout, but at the top I did a complete column, which I normally don't do except if the month starts on a Monday, which was not the case for December. But I still did a complete row to be able to have the header all the way through, and I just think it looks really cool, and it changed a little bit from what I usually do. And then I did bubble letters to write December, just going across in the top right corner, and added a couple slices of oranges, a few cinnamon here and there, and then the top header at the top of each column for the week. I alternated between orange and brown, and this time I did use my Tombow marker, and I don't think it looks that different from the paint orange that I used, but in real life you can actually see a difference, and it wasn't the orange that I was expecting to paint with, so that's why I didn't use it. But it looks super cool, and it's like it gives a little bit of difference in between. But I think that's the spread that I didn't wait long enough, and then I smudged a little bit of the orange everywhere. I don't think you can see it in the video here, but maybe in the close-ups. And for the black on the bubble letters, I used oh my gosh, I can't speak. A Faber Castel Pitt artist pen, and this one is the brush one, and it's one of my favorites. I use usually this one or my black Tombow marker, but what I like about the Faber Castel ones, it's shiny ink. It's black ink, but it's not actually like paint or like the Tombow ones, so it changes a little bit and it has a different texture. I feel like it's not water based, so it's a little bit better for lettering. That's what I like. And then I added the numbers in the right hand corner of each box in the calendar, and then named each column with the name of the days. I'm sorry, I can't talk, I'm kind of tired. And then I moved on to the next spread, which is really different from anything I have done previously. And it's a combined habit tracker, migraine tracker, symptom tracker. It's a mouthful. But basically what I did, which you can't really tell right now, but on the right side I did one big habit tracker, and I just have my habits, and then the second part is for my meds, and then in between the two pages there is my migraine tracker, and it's actually a little bit smaller. It's 11 tiles wide if I'm correct, but it's basically a little bit smaller, so I just put it in the bit in the middle. And then on the other side, which we'll be seeing in a second, you basically just have a wheel, like it's just around with a lot of separations. I already did use this particular layout last month in November for my mood tracker. Instead, this time I used it for my symptom tracker, which is something that I need a lot, and I just thought it would be a little bit more practical and visual for me to see than the columns, because I have dyslexia and I just don't know what day it is and stuff like that when I try to read it back. So I tried this way to see if it would be easier. Obviously I haven't tried it yet, so I don't know. But for the mood tracker, it's been working really well, so hopefully it's gonna work. But what I did is I did the numbers of circle for each one of my symptoms. I'm not exactly sure, I think there's 9, but I don't remember now. And then I just did the line across for each one of the days, which which is 31 for December. I had to think for a little while. But basically I do the quarters and then I separate them into the middle, and I do the middle until I arrive, I think, at 32. And for last month with the mood tracker, I had to black out one, but this time, because it's 31, it was perfect, and I just had one column to spare, and I used that to put the numbers from 1 to 9. And at the bottom, what you will see a little bit later, I did boxes with the numbers from 1 to 9 and put the symptom that goes with it, because the boxes was too small to put the actual symptoms in it. And then I have a pain scale to rate them, which is different from what I've did previously, but I feel like it's important to make a difference between I have a 1 pain and a 10 level pain. It's not the same thing. So I wanted to try this for once just to see how it would work. And at the top I just added a symptom tracker title and a few decorations here and there, but I just honestly went really simple. I was kind of in a rush to make those spreads because in general I had my exams and then it was kind of crazy. I was sick for a while and I had 7 tests in a week, knowing that I'm in high school. So I had 3 in one day and I was kind of over it, and then I just had to do those spreads because I didn't have any time left. But yeah, that's basically for that spread. And now we are on to the mood tracker, which was actually the simplest spread I did. I just have the orange slices and the middle part, like the small things in the middle. I don't know how they're called, but that's basically only I have one for each days, and then the cinnamon things are just for decorations. And then the skin layer, I did color it already, just because I like it was bland, so I decided to do that. And then I just have mood in bubble letters at the top, and of course like a tracker underneath it. But yeah, that's basically just what the month looks like. And I actually didn't show that I colored it in. That's weird. I thought I did it on camera. Apparently I didn't. And if you've been watching my videos for a while, you probably know that after the mood tracker I have 4 more trackers, but I did not include them in this video because it would have been way too long. But I normally have a sleep tracker, a water tracker, anxiety tracker, and a study tracker, which if you want to see them, you can just go and watch my November fun with me because I always have them included. But this month I decided to do a Christmas countdown, and it was a very long spread to make, and it took a long time, so the video was kind of long. But what I did basically is just wrote Xmas or Christmas and countdown underneath it, and then I just did like string-like lines, and then I hang Christmas symbols like present and socks and like stockings, candy cane, ornaments for like the tree, and gingerbread breads, which turned out awful. I'm really bad at drawing those, but I just thought it was so cute, and I did 24 of those. And then at the bottom, on the left bottom corner, I have a huge Christmas tree, which is for the 25th, so for Christmas, and I will be able to simply color it in every single day leading up to Christmas for the month, and I just think it's so cool. I'm gonna have a blast because I just love Christmas so much. But yeah, that's it for this setup. I hope you enjoyed. If you want to see more, definitely subscribe for more. And I will see you guys in the next video. You will all still have the clothes I said. I hope you enjoyed. And Merry Christmas, because by the time you see this video, it's gonna be almost Christmas time. So I hope you enjoy this, and